What's going on, y'all? It's Lodge Lock Sunday. We got a prize picks video for you guys. In today's video, we're gonna be give you guys two NBA player props I love on the board for this Sunday, April 28th matchups. It's a pretty good slate, but we're only gonna be giving you guys two player props. There's not really like a lot of crazy value that I've found on the board, but there's two that have insane value that I think should smack for us. So before we get into these props, make sure to drop a like and subscribe with those post notifications turned on. It would just mean the world to me. Been grinding for you guys, trying to give you guys the best content, the best value that I could give you guys. And in yesterday's video, we went 3 of our picks hit. We gave you guys 4 in total. Our player of the day, Herbert Jones, smacked for us. He had 22. His line was 14.5, so he went easily over. He was the player of the day, so hopefully you guys used him. If you guys used anything from yesterday's video, Al Horford smacked for us on the rebounds end. D'Angelo Russell, he smacked for us on the points end. And then unfortunately, Caleb Martin with that Miami versus Boston game was pretty much a blowout, and he only took like 3 shots that whole game, so just unfortunate right there. But over 75% of the picks hit for us in yesterday's videos, so and the player of the day. So hopefully you guys just got some good picks from that one, and it really helped you guys out. So it'll just mean the world to me if you guys want to receive picks like these ones. Again, throughout the whole NBA playoffs, I'm going to be uploading every single day. So if you guys want to get notified whenever those ones go out, again, make sure post notices are turned on to get notified and not miss a single daily upload. So with that being said, we're going to go and hop right into players that we got for today on this Sunday, April 28th matchups. Again, with our player of the day in today's video, we're going to be rocking with Paul George over his points and assists, his 23.5 line. Now, I love this line right here. We have him at the low at 23.5. It started at 24.5. It got bumped down by 1. So the better value for us, we're going to go and take this one right here. And as you guys can see, in his last 3 matchups against these guys in the series, the last 2 games in this series, he smacked well over a decent amount. And last game, as you guys can see, he only had 12, but he only had 30 minutes played right here. And he got in foul trouble. He had 5 fouls in this game, so obviously he's going to have those less minutes. I expect this one to really bump back up to at least 36 minutes, 35 plus guaranteed in this matchup, just as long as he doesn't get any fouls. And this is a must-win situation for the Clippers. It is 2-1 right now, so they do not want to be going down 3-1 in this series. They would really likely just want to tie it. So I believe this is a good matchup where Paul George bounces back from those foul situations and just gets your shots up. As you guys can see in his last, if we look at his last 5 games or whatever, actually we'll go to his last 10 games, he's been averaging 15 shot attempts. As you guys can see, a lot of these games though, the ones where he had really low amounts, was blowout game. This situation was the last game of the season. They didn't even need this win, so obviously he only played those 8 minutes, and then this one he got in foul trouble. But the 2 previous games on this series, 20 shot attempts, 14 shot attempts, so great upside for us, the higher ceiling of him to hit this value with the assist end as well. And if we look at Dallas defensively against his small forward position, they're ranked 16th in points allowed to that position, giving around 20.4 points a game to them. And then on the assist end, they're ranked 23rd, giving around 4.4 assists a game to that other position, small forward position that they're going against. So again, a great value for Paul George. He has proven in previous matchups that he goes and just does his thing against these guys. In his last 8 games, he's gone over this line 6 out of the 8, going over 75% of the time. As you guys can see, this one was a blowout game, only 22 minutes played and 30 minutes played. So it's honestly a guarantee if he gets over 35 minutes a game that he's going to hit this line against this Dallas Mavericks defense. They really don't have nothing crazy defensively to stop him, and he's just a bucket getter. He's one of their go-to guys, especially with Kawhi Leonard just kind of being questionable with that knee, knee inflammation. It's really been bothering him, and Westbrook, as you guys know, he's just kind of on the downfall of his career. So Paul George, him and Harden are really going to have to be the guys that just do their thing scoring, and he has the rock a lot in his hand throughout this offense that the Clippers run, so he should have the ball a lot more opportunities for assists and everything. He's been dropping pretty consistent dimes in this series, as you guys can see. 3 assists right here, 4 assists right here, 5 assists right here. So he's averaging around 4 assists a game in this series, which is great upside for us again. And as long as he doesn't get that foul trouble and gets over 35 minutes a game, I feel like this line should be a lock for him to smack out easily. And again, if we look at his last 20 games, another fact that's just like, it's nothing really crazy, but he's never had a back-to-back game in his last 20 matchups just throughout this whole NBA season so far. That he's gone back-to-back going under this line. As you guys can see, whenever he typically has a bad game, the next game he'll bounce back and smack this line. As you guys can see, 13, he bounced back at 45, 19, bounced back at 30, 17, bounced back at 46, 11, bounced back and had 25. So now that he has 12, I expect him to have another bounce back game with a really must-win situation for them to continue their season and move on in the playoffs, as they would really be in a sticky situation losing this matchup. So this is our player of the day in today's video, Paul George, over that points and assist line. Paul George, as you guys can see, his points line is getting hot right now. 6.4K people are on this one, but we're going to go to add the assist line in there as well, just because this Mavericks team is really weak to ball movement, and like I showed you guys, position-wise, that small forward position, they're ranked 23rd in assists allowed, which gives us more upside. He's proven in the past that he could drop dimes against these guys, so more of a higher ceiling in this assist end. Just get that little extra value on there. And if we look at the other sports books, they have pretty great value on him as well. As you guys can see, FanDuel has him as -130, DraftKings -122, Caesars -127, which is pretty good value overall for him. And we're just going to go ahead and take this one as our player of the day. So Paul George, 23.5 points and assists. And then with the player that we're going to be pairing him in this video, we're going to be rocking with Josh Hart over his points, rebounds, and assists. Now, I know I've been taking him a lot recently. I believe I took him in like 2 of these last 3 games, and he has smacked for us both of these games, and I expect him to just keep on doing his thing. He's really been a go-to scorer, and he's been confident against his Philly team. He's just been doing his thing so far in the whole playoffs. As you guys can see, they're pretty solid defensively against them, but he's really a different type of guard that just goes out there and grabs those rebounds. They've been vulnerable to him just grabbing rebounds. As you guys can see, 13, 15, and 6. So along with over 20 points a game in all these matchups. So he's been doing his thing, dropping dimes, just being an overall great player, and his minutes have been through the roof. As you guys can see, 41.9 minutes played right here, 48 minutes played right here, 43 minutes played right here. So it's honestly a guaranteed from his last 5 games that he's going to play over 40 minutes. And he's been taking shots against these guys. As you guys can see, first game, 12 shot attempts. The next 2, he shot 16. So I believe it should be somewhere in between there, if not over 16. So great value. Again, higher ceiling for us to hit this line. And if we look at his even previous from these last 3 head-to-heads against these guys, he's gone over this line 6 out of his last 7 matchups, 86% of the time covering this. Outside of the last 3, he's just been smacking against them, and as you guys can see, this one was just a low-scoring game, 79-73, but they really haven't seen one of those. All these games have been over 100, so we're not really worried about that. So every game that's been over 100 points scored, he has done his thing and just contributing to this New York Knicks team and helping them get the wins, doing their thing overall, helping out Jalen Brunson, being his nice little Robin to his Batman skill play that he's been at recently. So both these guys have been really carrying the load, and he just is pretty confident against these guys. As you guys can see, 13 shot attempts, 13, 16, 12, 16, 16. So he's been there for these guys, and this is just a matchup where he's really favorable, and he shoots well against these guys as well. As you guys can see, he's shooting 46% in his last 10 games against these guys, along with 40% from the 3, taking 6 shot attempts, making at least 2. So great value overall. He's been doing his thing. His rebound chances have been insane on these guys. They don't have the last 2 up, obviously, because it takes a while for them to update the stats. But the previous, 5 games besides the last 2, he's been seeing over 20 rebound chances guaranteed. So again, great value. This Philly team's been taking a lot of shots, and just more upside for him to grab those boards. And assists have been pretty consistent. His potential assists have been consistent as well. 8, 7, 9, 15, 4. So again, a lot of upside and just great value for us to smack out this line. And he really isn't a guy that gets in foul trouble. Obviously, he played 40-plus minutes in these games. He's got 4 fouls, but it wasn't nothing crazy that affected his minutes, so we're not worried about that at all. And this should just be another great line where he hits this line. It's a big game for this series as well. I believe it's 2-1. So, again, another great game if they really want to win this one and set themselves up in a good position to continue their season and just move on with their whole playoff run that they got going on. So this is our second player that we're going to be pairing with Paul George, Josh Hart over that PRA line. As you guys can see, his points line is the #1 hot on Prize Picks right now. 14.5 points over. I just feel like there's better value with this PRA instead. 3.9K people are on it. I put both these props inside this little tool that we have, and it said that this PRA had better value. So I know this is a good play as well. I like this one. I really love this one, but we're just going to be looking with the sportsbooks odds and just take the better value that we got on there. So these are my 2 picks that I'm rocking with on the day. Again, Paul George over that 23.5 points and assists is our player of the day. If you guys are going to take anything from this video, I would recommend the player of the day. I believe so far in this week, 5 or 4 player of the days have hit so far in the videos we've uploaded to you guys. So hopefully you guys have been using that. And then Josh Hart over that 30.5 PRA. And it should just be a good day of basketball overall. NBA playoffs have been exciting, and that is all I got for today's video. Again, please drop a like and subscribe with those post notifications turned on. Again, it would just mean the world to me. Been grinding for you guys, trying to give you guys that best content, the best breakdowns that I could find on these player props, and just find the more upside on these picks to help us out win money. So let me know what you guys think down in the comments below. Hope you guys enjoyed. Thanks for watching, and let's see today.